I knew that Willow wasn't gonna want nothing to do with Nina once she found out that she was her mother. Just like I knew Spencer was gonna try to take custody of that baby. Hey y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chelsea. This for General Hospital, January 16, 2023. Okay, so as expected, Willow doesn't want anything to do with Nina. And I was like, you can't really blame her. I feel I feel both sides of things. I get why Willow doesn't want anything to do with it, considering everything Nina has done. And not to mention just before she fell out, Nina was in there talking crazy and stuff, accusing Michael of doing something he didn't even do or whatever. So, but then at the same time, she was robbed of her daughter. She was in a coma. They did take her from her. And then Carly turned around and kept the information from her. So I was like, I see both sides of the thing. That whole scene between them two, I felt both sides. I was getting all emotional. I was like, oh, man. Because Nina was over there. She was so helpless. Nina was so helpless. I'm like, girl, you can only blame yourself. She even told Willow, she was like, you hate me. And then Willow was like, don't put words in my mouth. And I was like, didn't she just tell her she hated her or something? I can't remember. No, she told her drop dead. Well, that's basically the same thing. She told her drop dead and everything. I was like, oh man, I felt that same. But yeah, so Nina comes in the room or whatever, and Carly asked. She was like, she thought that Nina was getting tested. I was like, now you knew. It's how Nina has been searching for her daughter, and then to find out it was nailed and they kept it from her. You should have known that she was gonna go in the hospital room to see Willow. You should have known. But Carlos like she's supposed to been getting tested and everything. I said you knew that girl was going to go see her child as she should. But at the same time, I would have went by there to get tested first. You want to save her, right? And I was like, I was wondering what's Nina gonna be like. I'm not gonna say you, but she didn't do that. She said she wouldn't do that or whatever. But they're talking, and then Willow wants Nina out the room, and Michael's like, just hear what she has to say, and then she tells her everything that she just found out. Michael verifies, and then Willow asks Michael to leave out or whatever. So not Nina. Did I say Willow? Willow asked Michael to leave out. So Willow was like, the reason I asked Michael to leave is because I wanted to spare you and everything. So she totally she ain't gonna never have nothing to do with her. I said, never say never. She gonna have something to do with her. She was like, first you killed Sonny from his family, and then took them to court. You came for that character. You accused her of cheating with TJ. She did, and she. I was just reminded the other day excuse me, when I seen somebody comment about her when Willow first came and Nina got her fired. I was like, I forgot about that, or I can't remember if I think I did see that when she got her fired. I know she was giving her a hard time, but yeah, I was like, she has done a lot, and she was like, she didn't know, she just got this sad look on her face and everything, and I was like, looking like a sad puppet. But I was like, oh, I feel bad for her a little bit. I did. But at the same time, did she really think that you finding out that she's your daughter and you her mother was gonna change something? I was like, it will though. Down the line it will. But based on the preview for tomorrow's episode, Sasha's talking to Willow and she was like, you're not thinking about turning down the bone marrow if she's a match, is you? And I was like, girl, you crazy. You want to be there to see both of your kids, well, your nephew slash stepson, well, not your stepson yet, but your nephew or whatever. Then Nina was trying to tell her about all her family. She got more family and everything. But Willow ends up telling Michael why her out of all people, why Nina. I was like, man, I wonder how Willow is going to respond to Carly because Michael didn't really have too much to say. He just told them stop fighting. Willow and him don't need that right now. He shared a moment with Sonny, and I was happy to see that part too. I was like, yeah, I was happy. I was like, I hope they squash their beef soon. But I was waiting on them to hug or whatever. Michael looked like he wanted to hug him, like they wanted to hug each other, but they didn't. And I was like, oh man. But yeah, I enjoyed that moment. He was telling basically Sonny he don't need them fighting and everything. His focus is Willow. So Sonny started asking him how you doing and everything. And I feel like time is wearing Michael down, but they did say he's not ready to be forgiven yet. But I feel like time is wearing him down. He see what it's like not to have Sonny. But the thing about that though is he done already struck a deal with Dex and they working to take Sonny down. And I said by this time he decide, okay, y'all don't want to do it no more. Dex gonna already be too invested. And they said Dex has a secret identity or whatever. So more than likely something involving Sonny or whatever. But Carly's talking to Drew and everything. Well, Carly ends up telling Sonny about Nina being Willow's mother and everything. So they arguing. Drew comes to defend her and everything. I said maybe they'll be all right, Drew and Carly. But what else happened? Not too much going. I said I thought by now they go. You have been that got tested, but at the same time, if you just find out that somebody your daughter, you gonna want to go lay eyes on them and stuff. So I get Nina's point. I definitely get it. But like I did that video, I said they one and the same. They both be doing the same thing. Okay, speaking of this whole daughter, they got a lot going on because it's the Portia Tagger Curtis situation. You know, I had stopped watching, so I don't know. Was it ever verified that Curtis is Trina's father? Because they had a whole little scene that kind of insinuates that he is. Because Tagger came in talking about some. He saw Trina in the paper with Spencer. He thought she was done with that creep and all this other stuff. I said, y'all giving Spencer a hard time. I feel like Spencer, he has done some questionable things, but I don't think he's bad. But so Curtis gives his 2 cents. He was like, "You not her father." And Portia, they're looking all suspicious and stuff, looking suspect. I said, "Yeah, she know. She know. If she don't know, she's suspect or whatever." And Curtis talk about having his own kids and everything, and Portia keep making the same guilty face. And I was like, "Yeah, she finna get exposed too. That secret finna come out. That's gonna be a new storyline, y'all. That's definitely gonna be a new storyline or whatever. I could see it." But yeah, she looking all guilty every time you talk about having kids and everything. And she tried to tell Curtis, Taggart's just protective of what's his and all this stuff. And I said, well, if that's their main daughter, you've seen how he reacted to Jordan lying to him. You in turn are lying to him too. Do you think you're gonna be exempt from this? That's their main. If that is their main daughter, do you know how this man feels or whatever? But yeah, but Laura's in the hospital room watching Esme. They all trying to figure out if she know, if she remember or she faking. And I was convinced she wasn't faking until she started looking at that picture of that ornament in a little way or whatever. And I was like, either her memory done came back or she been faking. But also on the preview for tomorrow's episode, Ryan is up. I said I knew he could walk, and he got Heather against the door and everything. I guess he gonna be threatening her. And I don't think she know that he can walk or whatever. But yeah, it looked like he gonna be threatening her. But yeah, when Esme was looking at that picture, I was like, she faking. Is she faking or is she just starting to remember or whatever? Also thought that Laura, when she looked at the ornament, she was going to be able to tell because, you know, that's her son ornament or whatever. But I think she's supposed to put 2 and 2 together anyways or whatever. Is she going to protect them? I don't know. Yeah, I'm starting to think Esme faking. Dante goes in, try to question her. She still don't remember anything or whatever. But again, she was looking at the photo, so I was like, she might do know something. But then who else they showed? Spencer trying to get custody of Nicholas and Esme baby or whatever. And I knew he gonna do that. And he mentioned to Diane that Michael had tried to get Avery or got Avery, but you know, he gave her back and everything. And so maybe he was gonna try to get when I was trying to figure out, I was doing a review for the spoilers, I was like, what he want with Diane? I said, I know what he want. He trying to get custody of that baby and everything because everybody kept saying, don't take it out on the baby and everything. He's like, okay, I'm going to take the baby. I said, that ain't going to work. You're going to feel guilty and give back if you do win. But Diane was letting him know, you know, it's going to be hard to do. She could try, but she was trying to ask, was this his baby and everything? And he was like, no, it's Nicholas. Well, she put 2 and 2 together and figured out that it was Nicholas's and stuff. And she basically trying to tell him you're going to lose if you go to court or whatever. She don't want to waste her time or anything like that. But, you know, Spencer, anytime somebody want revenge, they always do the same thing, the same storyline and everything. Oh, I almost forgot about Elizabeth and Nicholas. They talking and everything. And they worry again that Esme's going to remember something. And Elizabeth was like, they can't keep her memory from coming back. And he's like, or can we? So I'm like, he just gonna stack on the charges, ain't he? He finna go try to do something to her. And I said, he finna try to go do something to her. And I said, I wonder what he gonna try to do to her and everything. Because yeah, he's like, or can we? Or something he said. And I said, this man they just gonna throw away the key. Just might as well throw him in jail. Throw him in jail and throw away the key. But yeah, how do y'all feel about today's episode? Comment down below. Nina and Willow part, that's the part that got me. That's the standout part to me. I feel both sides of that. She's like, they'll never be close and nothing like that. I was like, they will. And that by this time, Nell come back. Nell gonna come back, y'all. Even if it has to be played by a different character. But y'all let me know down below what y'all thought of this episode. Until the next time, deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.